What we have here at the Blue Eagle Alchemy Project is in fact a modern day alchemy where we take from waste materials and our own design technology process and create new precious elements.
The following video clips will walk you through Blue Eagle's proven alchemical metal making process. This is my alchemist colleague, Mr. Joseph Tills, who will be assisting me today. Scientists and engineers are genuinely reluctant to come out of their alchemical closets, and it should be noted that Joseph has been outed now as a modern day alchemist for over 20 years. The process starts by wet grinding beer bottled glass in a hammer mill from the local bottle recycling company. The ground glass is weighed and mixed with other minor seed ore components and put in a crucible. The crucible is inserted in an insulation pack and placed in the microwave oven for microsmelting. The microwave ovens are modified with process technologies permitting us to control the temperature profile at the desired target for the particular metal we are making. The seed ore is held at temperature for an hour and a half, setting the prescribed precious metal bloom condition, and then quench poured into a pail of water. Now at this point it can be reground and hydraulically separated to recover the gold, or ran through a fire assay to determine the yield of the burn. The fire assay method is a long trusted way of determining metal yields, as all the impurities are absorbed into the lead assay flux, leaving only precious elements. The ore materials are heated in a crucible in the forge, and the lead button is recovered at the bottom of the cone mold, squared by anvil, and then placed in the assay furnace in a bone ash capel. After the assay is completed, the size of the gold bead can be optically measured with the microscope optical scale, and then from its diameter, yields calculated from a standard assay chart.
This commercial process produces very high commercial yields, and convention would have it that this is totally impossible, and all I can say to that is thank God for progress in science. I want to be very clear that the substrates that we use, the waste products for our seed ores, contain absolutely 0 parts per billion trace elements. These are barren waste products. It's the process itself, mimicking nature's conditions, that produces the new precious elements. At a time when the Earth's resources are being depleted faster than ever in our history, this Blue Eagle technology process will ultimately lead to a dial-a-metal frequency production of precious elements. It will simply be much cheaper and cleaner to create new elements than to mine them and dig them from the bowels of the earth. The Blue Eagle technology is temperature and frequency specific. When these conditions are set and achieved, we create what we call an elemental bloom condition. In that condition, these new elements are formed. Repeated lab trials to date have shown this process to be very economical, and in fact the yields that we're talking about far exceed the richest gold mines on earth today. Typically a rich gold mine would be anywhere between 1/4 and maybe at the highest possible 1 ounce per ton of gold yield, and we're talking from waste product seed ores ranges of yields from 200 to 400 ounces per ton. Now I know there are mining geologists would literally just roll their eyes or even fall off their chair at hearing this statement, but I stand behind that. Not only are we comfortable in stating a yield number like 200 to 400 ounces per ton from beer bottled glass, but we haven't yet found the upper limits. We know that there is further gains and further yields to be achieved. We're working with kitchen microwave ovens here, not suited to the process, and when we have the funding and the support, we will be able to use specifically designed and engineered apparatus and start achieving these yields and take these yields even to higher numbers.